the amount of packing we got here. You ever wonder where our free packing material comes from? So this is our next project. This is a 34 Ford hot rod with an LS engine. Now these, you might have seen some of these in our past videos floating around. Well, he made these and it was more of a visual. He's an engineer, so he has kind of an eye for what he is looking at. So as well as making the drawings, he made these using bits of PVC, obviously, you know, some parts, some header parts. And we have basically made these mufflers already. We're going to be making the headers next. We recycle packing. When you send those packing, we send it to you.
That's right. We recycle.
Here, LHT.
We recycle.
Big recycler. Anybody that knows me knows I am huge on recycle. Do you think they're packed well enough?
I mean,
I have like 4 layers of bubble wrap. Moments of brain damage. I'm trying to get them out.
right?
Look at this. It's like a pogo stick.
It is.
Didn't want them damaged, did they?
No. Well, second time's a charm.
Mufflers built in there. So I want to keep these back in here for right now while I open the other one. Whatever that is, we can use that.
Yeah, we could make something out of it.
So one thing to note here is he's not looking for an equal length header, which is something that we often, as trying to make them fit, we're trying to keep that in mind, trying to keep the runners equal. Well, as you can see here, this runner length is quite a bit different from that, but that is not his concern. His concern is that all 4 tubes come out parallel. These 2 tubes are in line, and these 2 tubes are in line, and these are pretty close. I mean, he's done this out of PVC. That is pretty close, and again, from this angle, see, everything is pretty parallel, and that's what he's looking for. So that's more of our concern, not about making a header that looks like a bowl of spaghetti and every runner was, you know, within a certain length. That's not his concern. I said that twice, didn't I? The mufflers here, again, this is the certain criteria that we're trying to fit within, is what he's told us. The turn end has to be a 45 from the pipe, and also in relation to the back of the car, it needs to be 45 this way, 45 pointing out. So this is one of the headers. We're going to bolt this on, stand back, look at it, scratch our beards a little bit, maybe put on the welding mask and spray some WD-40 in the air because it helps us come up with a balance. So this is our mufflers right here, the ones that we had made. And these are all blended. You see they got the 45s already blended into the pipe. Now these are mufflers. For you that are not familiar with the hot rod style mufflers, there's a few companies that pre-make these. These are actually custom made for us, exactly to our spec by Stainless Headers. These are exactly the right length and the right diameter. Now we've got to build a heat shield to go over that, which we'll build once we get the headers where we need them. This is a different hot rod for what most of the scene is going for. A lot of people are trying to clean things, tuck, make things disappear, hide things. He's going for more of the engineering, kind of the bolts, exposed linkages. You can actually see how it works. It's kind of a more of, again, more of a mechanical look, which I kind of like. I like a combination of the two. And I like the fact that you can see everything working. I'll show you a bit more around the motor as we get going.
This pipe might actually be going downhill in a piece there.
Yeah, it's tough to get a visual because the body has a curve and the frame has a curve. So do we go exactly by his pipe, or do we put it level with the ground?
You know, but I
Yeah,
think
I
level
can
with
see
the
it.
world's gonna look the best.
Yeah, you can see there's a slight curve in that pipe. But you see, when you look at it from here, even though the body is angling, it just take the level away, it looks like it's going uphill. And it's because of the body line.
There. We could even shorten it up a little more if we really wanted to.
So we're already cutting pipe, getting our shapes. Everything has to be a 90 on this car. Typically I like to do nice gradual swoopy bends, but everything has to be a 90 this way, 90 this way. That's what he's looking for. And as you see, polishing the bend, when we weld them together, everything has to be brushed. You can see that. Kind of time consuming, but the finish is definitely nice and really cleans them up. So we're still in the measuring, planning, testing. If you've ever built headers before, it seems like the first day you're building one tube and making sure the one tube is exactly where you want it, and then the rest of the tubes start to go quite a bit quicker. But we're taking what he had and built a fixture to hold our muffler and collector, so it's exactly where his sat. Obviously we made it straight, but everything's level to the ground because the car has so many shapes. The body, see from here, the body is in a different angle, the frame is a different angle too, and of course the engine pitches back, so we have to try and take a calculation of everything to get the look he is going for. So basically the tubes are going to come out of the head. If you look this way, you want some tubes coming out of the head perfectly straight, and then going straight down and then straight back, which, even though it's all 90s, sounds pretty straightforward, but it's actually a bit more time consuming really than us building one of our traditional headers, like a equal length header, just because we're trying to get a visual, and that's what he's looking for. So we're still working on our first tube, believe it or not. It's 4 o'clock on the first day. We started at 9 o'clock and here we are. All we've got is a collector made and a muffler hanging and a piece of pipe tacked together so we can get a visual. So day 2 should start moving quite a bit quicker. Now we do have our favorite colored Gatorade here. As you see, it matches my shirt, so things are going pretty good. Alright, deep into day 2. So again, we're trying to get these parallel, it level across the tubes, and then obviously parallel here. And again, we're doing a lot of it by measuring, and then again getting down here and doing the one eye. The one eye is when you sit there and squint, and it brings you down to 20/20 vision on it. This is one of our supercharged headers that we built for the Hondas, and it's a design that we came up with a long time ago. This one is shipping out. The customer, if you watch our videos, you know this is for you. It's the 2.5-inch downpipe. You get a free gasket, and it's V-bend. Look at that. So hopefully you can angle it so it fits. So this one's shipping out today. All right, so we have a customer here. He just came from, where do you think he came from? No surprises, no guessing. So this is Scott. Come on in, Scott. Come on. He just came down.
How you doing?
He was nice enough to bring us some Vermont maple syrup, which he's telling us he put this on pretty much anything. And he mentioned this in a YouTube video, so we're really excited to see him. He bought some S2000 stuff. We're just at some S2000 stories, went back and forth. And like we always say, it's great to get visitors. And he bought an LHT t-shirt too. Great, Scott, thanks for coming.
Thank you,
Keep
sir.
watching our videos.
Thank you for doing everything you do.
No problem. Thank you. So, I'm making mounts for our side pipe right now. We're using the Stainless Works bushings, and we're putting our mounts underneath. There is actually threaded portions in the frame, so we're actually going to be putting our mounts under here because there is a heat shield going on the side here. We have a polished heat shield that we're building that is going to be covering this, so we don't want to have any mounts visible, so that's why we're building those underneath. I'm going to put 2 each side, as you see. So we're working on our heat shield right here. This is the shield that we're going to polish. I'm put it over the muffler. That's the look that we're going for there. Alright, so that t-shirt is on his way. You see that? You see how quick the guy went out the door and given that label?
George is showing me everything.
Now I'm talking about the USPS guy. You see how quick he gets? He's bucking to his van. He's going to get it there in 2 days, no matter what.
That's why they're always going broke.
But if he can't get there in 2 days, he's just going to chuck in the garbage. So this is the process called porting the header. What we're meant to do it is blending the two. So I just want to let you know, while you guys are gloating with the nice weather up north, it dropped down to 65 today in Florida. So Esther broke out the panini machine. I just went to the gas station and got his
sweatshirt.
Yeah, look, nice sweatshirt. And I just got his hot chocolates. George, hope you like hot chocolate.
For sure.
If you don't, the gesture was good. You can throw it away. So Esther's thinking about bleaching her hair blonde. What do you think, everybody? Blonde?
Funny.
Yes. What do you think, George? Blonde?
Blue.
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 What color blue? That color blue.
Definitely, yeah.
All right.
At least a blue streak.
Next time you see Esther, she's going to look completely different.
Yeah, I might cut off all my hair.
Oh, or dye it blue. Blue. So I'm going to polish all the Allen bolts that go on the heat shield, so kind of goes with the whole thing, and it'll match the heat shield too. Okay, this is the end result. This is the header that he built. And again, it was more for visual purposes. He wanted everything, you know, parallel. He didn't want equal length. He wanted, you know, like we talked about, 1 and 3 the same length, 2 and 4, obviously, meaning per side, which we got here. We got those in line. And then nice and level here. And we did the polished heat shield right here. There is V-bends on each side. And we routed those in so they look pretty clean from the outside, and they're 180 degree heat shield, so you got to get way down here to see the bottom, which he was looking for. He wanted it to look like a 360 degree heat shield. So we did 1 7/8" runners. It's 100% stainless steel. The flange is stainless, the V-bend stainless, the clamp, the heat shield is polished stainless. It's not chrome, so it can be repolished if anything happens to it. And these are true mufflers. So again, custom headers. He supplied the car, we supplied everything else. And when you look here, look how parallel everything looks. This looks really good.